Well, um, I want to talk about the blessing for a second. And um, I want to talk about that in life and stuff when you're going through struggles. Okay, um, you can't always work your way into getting your successes. You know what I mean? It's not promise. Okay, achieving your goals, and I'm telling you, achieving your goals is not a promise. It's a gift. All right, and a lot of people could testify to that. So because when when you're young and adolescent, and I mean you're thinking like because you listen to people say like hard work and determination, but then you're working hard and it's not paying off. You know what I mean? You know, because I always remember like by the sweat of thy brow shall thou eat bread. You know what I mean? But if you sweating and you busting your ass and they taking away your bread from you, it's a lie, right? You know what I mean? And it shows, right? Because like people will have all these millions and stuff and end up losing it. Then they work hard for their millions? Do people who actually work for millions end up losing it? Okay, so that's is even faulty too, and that's in the Bible. You know what I mean? Okay, so so there's a lot of stuff that and people be like, but I'm not taking into account the crimes they probably did and the evils they did and so on, because really and truly people say that a girl said to me one time she's a targeted individual because of she did some bad stuff, and I was reflecting, and I mean, what bad stuff did I do? You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'll be very honest with you. Like anybody in my shoes who's living my life did the things that I did. Like yo, I'm innocent. I'm really innocent because at least I didn't rape my wife. You know what I mean? At least I didn't divorce and stuff. And then when I went out to the house and stuff, I didn't rape anybody else, and I paid them money. You know what I mean? And like, it makes you feel guilty to pay somebody, but you know that person is struggling, and like you know by giving that person's money, you're helping them out. All right, but I want to come back to it real quick, right? Um, you could be good all your life, man, and not go to heaven. And I mean, a person could bust their ass trying to be as big as Lil Wayne, you know what I mean, struggling, grinding in the streets and not even make a hit. It happens. You know what I mean? Somebody might come and be like, well, technically you was being lazy on this day. Okay, so there's 365 days in 1 year. So you work 364 days, but you took 1 day off. They will find that 1 day. I'm like, technically when you was off this 1 day, you miss your opportunity. So they try to put logic into stuff. You know what I mean? But by mathematical computation, because remember we are all intelligent species, right? Missing 1 day technically is right, but the, the probability of not being successful in 1 day is not a good argument, right? All right. What else I want to talk about real quick, man? Is that like uh, some people say prayers, some people wear the cross, have a birthstone, mystical stones, mystical jewelry, mystical um, ornaments in the house, um, do the incense, and I mean, smoke out the house, and I mean, and some people don't even have to do nothing at all. I mean, um, some people might have good DNA. We all have good DNA. You know what I'm saying? Um, Some people might have the assistance of their family members. You know what I mean? There's so much things to help you cross the success line. You know what I mean? And I'd be very blunt with you. I thought that was me. I really thought that was me. You know what I mean? Um, and something tells me I'm not something like I know. I use a lot of parallels and stuff. You know what I mean? And I always remember using the story of Job, and I'm like, okay, Job went through this stuff too. He's go bounce back. You know what I mean? And I remember going online and stuff, and whether somebody's feeding me information or not, but I remember reading up on the tag individual, and it's like any losses you got to absorb. Any losses you got to absorb. Blah 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 blah. That was really scary to me, man. I think they should take the narrative off, not the narrative out. You know what I mean? And then too, some people come in with doing a lot of bad stuff. Like some people do bad stuff and become successful. Then later on, um, let's say I was a drug dealer and stuff, man, and I get a shit ton of money, right? I become a millionaire through pushing drugs. No, I don't do drugs no more. I'm in legitimacy of selling electronics. But then I was driving my car and I was messing with this side chick who had drugs in her car, and now I get busted for drugs. Okay, that would definitely hurt. Or Capone and stuff, man. They wanted Capone so bad, you know what I mean? The only way they could bring down Capone was through the IRS, and we it's not us being affected by it. So we was like, yeah, okay, I see that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was him. That was him getting his karma. My wife told me this was karma. She took it back. You know what I mean? But right there and then when she said that, something give her the permission to say that. They also give her the permission to take it back too. You know what I mean? But when something is said, it sits on you. You know what I mean? Especially when the girl in the hospital said to me, you was talking about the stuff that's happened to you, that's happened to me too. You know what I mean? But I was a bad person, and I'm asking what did she do? She didn't want to tell me. You know what I mean? But man, know what I said. If you feel guilty and stuff, man, um, let your conscience be your guide. You know what I mean? Um, my conscience used to ride me hard. I am driving in upstate New York, going to see friends and stuff, and this energy used to make me feel like I had coke or guns or like a prostitute or like it used to make me feel real fucking guilty, yo. And then I would see border patrol too, and I like, okay, they're looking at my flag. My flag that's hanging on my window and stuff, man. And they probably think I'm an illegal immigrant and stuff, man. You know what I mean? I couldn't win. I couldn't win. Then my uncle is saying to me, I do you sometimes think you're a curse? And I mean, like all this stuff going on to you out of nowhere. We sit on the table. We start want to talk about that shit. You know what I mean? Curse. That shit. Curse. A curse as legitimate as it could be, and it is, and black magic and all that shit exists. That should never touch me. You know what I mean? That should like I'm protected. I don't need no prayer. I don't need no guardian angel. I don't need no jewelry. What make me so special? Think I'm so blessed. I don't know. My life struggles, maybe. Did God give me any promises? Did God give me any promises? Yeah, my baptismal, my covenant. Did I break any of my promises? I could have divorced my wife, or I could stay with my wife. I still my wife. Never told my wife no. I let her go on a party and let her do her stuff. I would go and pick her up and stuff. I think somebody. This is my take on it. Okay, I'm mm, I'm into the 12 minutes of this right here, analyzing everything, man. Somebody was new at the job. I mean, if somebody was not new at the job, somebody was doing something they're not supposed to do, and I'm not gonna take the blame on this one because I have smoked blunts many times. I have smoked blunts many times and never saw a jinn or a genie or anything supernatural. I have never. I heard stories about people going through that stuff, and I mean, and maybe it was maybe somebody is lying and they're trying to play catch up. And just like the private in the army and stuff, man, he gets all the blame. But for the fact it's so open, hmm, for the fact that it's so open and everybody knows about it, you guys are one secretive, and you guys are one. No, it's not really secret no more because we have the coronavirus going on. This could be a reaction to that. You guys are way too secretive, boy. I would like to be secretive. See, imagine that, right? I ain't doing no dirt, and I can't even be secretive. I can't even stay within my own thoughts and stuff. Well, out of my circle, if I'm the only one that get um, drafted by cops and stuff in his 40s, if I could take that, if I'm the first and the last one, it's not the first. I would like to be the last one. I don't want to see nobody else in their 40s getting fucked up by cops. All I was begging, like, just do your job, man. Just do your job. drive to the community. So I not even seeing you. I'm not seeing. But now that I didn't see you then, please don't let me see you now. I don't need you guys, man. I don't need no enforcement. I don't need no guardian angels. I don't need no bodyguard. And I mean, I just normally wear my jewelry. I just want to keep my jewelry on and stuff. I was even thinking if maybe my Jesus pieces skirt because white is even Marvin Carty went through the same thing I went through. The lesbian come in the house. He's the one who's rocking my jewelry. Okay, I did like a one trick pony. Him, they get a lesbian. Him, his wife is psychotic. I'm not psychotic. Schizophrenic. Me, I'm schizo-effective. Me, I also the jewelry. Me, the lesbian. Me, um, the order protection. So like me, Marvin Carty and I went through the same shit. We both West Indians. We both from the Caribbean. We both went through the same thing. And my uncle asked me, am I cursed? Nah, I'm blessed. Especially I want to hit that lottery.